see the sun is shining on me, it makes me feel so free, so alive. It makes me want to survive. And the sky, it makes me feel so high. The bad times pass me by. 'Cause today is gonna be a brighter day. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine and forget about the rain. Oh, just think about the good times and they will come back again. Without you, there's nothing for me to do. Can you feel the sunshine too coming through? It makes me feel brand new. When you're here, I wish you were always here. 'Cause everything's so clear. And today is gonna be a brighter day. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine and forget about the rain. Oh, just think about the good times and they will come back again. When the sun goes down, I feel like I am waiting for another day when the clouds go away. Whoa, can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine and forget about the rain. Think about the good times and they will come back again. Oh, can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up the day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine and forget about the rain. Think about the good times and they will come back again. Can you feel the sunshine?
Hey now, hey now,
Hey now.
hey now.
Hey now, everybody. Hope you're all having a good weekend, good Sunday. We got a interesting lineup for today. We have Review Tech getting fucking scammed because he's a retard. Although I haven't watched this yet. Like, I just saw that he made this video. Again, I don't know why he shared this, but we'll see the specifics of it and go from there. Pass our own judgment. And that's courtesy of Critique the Critic, or critics rather. One of the few A-loggers of review tech that I've seen. I mean, other than like Kino. We got Snort Hogan. I gotta see this. Jealous of his body and her weak-minded and weak-bodied. Yeah, okay, pal. We'll check out some wing stuff. And then, I think we might have found a new person. Maybe not. I don't know how much new content there's going to be from this person. I mean, they're still making stuff. But I gotta see some of their old stuff. And actually, it's because of review tech that I even know that this guy exists. And I'll go into that story when the time comes. In the meantime, let's get this shit started. Yeah.
So, all right. Here's what happened. I was running around doing errands yesterday. Get a phone call from Chase Bank. Now, I checked the number. Hindsight being 2020, I should have called it back. I usually am very skeptical of this stuff, and this is where it was brilliant on their part.
We looked 2000. Yeah. Welcome, Dasher.
Hey now.
It seemed very legitimate. They go through all this stuff, and the one thing they said to me that luckily I did it because then I would be getting nothing back. I think I'm going to get everything back. When is the question? They told me to delete my banking app, which I'm like, that's weird. As soon as I hung up with them, I'm like, nah. I started making a bunch of fucking phone calls.
Wait, though, when did being told delete your app, when did that come up in the conversation? Because, like, that should have been the first thing. And also the fact that the thing looked legitimate. I have been a Chase customer for fucking years. I don't think they've ever called me for anything. Or at least not like out of the blue. They've contacted me. I'm trying to think. The only times I've ever gotten contacted was like through text message. Like, for example, if I'll do a somewhat different type of transaction, the thing will say, like, you know, I'll be online, your card's rejected. And then I'll get a text from the bank saying, hey, we just got this thing in, we rejected it, denied it, but if this is legit, just respond yes or no, whatever, and then try it again, we'll let it go through. And that's about it. And also every time I've reached out to the bank, it's never just said Chase Bank. It's been welcome FPM.
Hey now.
It always says JP Morgan Chase. There is no Chase. I mean, okay, technically there is, but what my point is, like, the official name is JP Morgan Chase. And that's always how the correspondences have looked for me.
Luckily I did because it wasn't real. Dude, you know how many times I dodge scams? You know how many times
Apparently not enough.
I tell other people, yo, that's a scam because it looks like a legitimate thing from the post office, or it looks like, yeah, everything was a fucking scam. Yeah, the Apple store is here. Before I put any stuff back on my phone, financial, I have to make sure there isn't any kind of malware on there. Yeah, I'm living with...
What?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Like, what? On a fucking iPhone? Like, I'm not saying iPhones are fucking, you know, they can't get malware, but the idea that you're going to get malware is like crazy. And also, like, bro, what the fuck you need to go to the Apple store for? Like, if you really think your phone has been compromised, just do a factory reset and then download your apps again. What the fuck is the Apple store going to do? They would probably do the exact same thing. You just factory reset. Like, they're not going to be able to, like, embed malware into the hardware or, like, the bootloader. Like, if you had an Android phone, okay, maybe that's possible. But an iPhone, especially a non-jailbroken one, like, no. What the fuck are you talking about?
Quantum TV at the Best Buy. Dude, and not to get political, that's not the point of this. It's getting worse. Do you think this administration is going to do anything about it? A show of hands. Do you think they'll do something? No. This is going to get worse. Some of them are probably benefiting from this shit. You think I'm kidding? Well, the banks are helping me.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, again, not to get political, this shit was going on when Biden was in office. This ain't a Trump exclusive thing.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
They're not fighting me. They're helping. And all my cards had to be cut up. You know what I mean? I had to disable all of them. So I have...
What do you mean all of them? How many fucking Chase cards do you have? I have one. Actually, jailbroken my old iPad. Yeah, I jailbroke, I think it was the iPad 2. I think I jailbroke it for a little while. I think it was the iPad 2. It was either the 2 or the 3.
One card and no other way to access money right now. Good stuff, man. Quality stuff. I have the iPhone 17 Pro Max.
What?
My appointment starts at 6. This is why I couldn't stream today. I've been calling up. I had to go to the bank. I was at the bank until what? I don't even remember. I had to go to something for my son this morning. Then I had to go to the bank. Then I had to drop something back off at Lauren's house. Then I came here. I'm thinking, all right, I'll probably have to wait like half an hour, 40-ish minutes, right? No. Hour and a half to even be seen. So it is stressful to deal with.
Bro. Fucking book in advance. My mom's account has been hacked multiple times to freeze. Ooh, that sucks, Dasher.
You know, I'll be all right. It's not the end of the world. Nah, I don't think the phone is fucked. I don't think it's fucked. I actually...
Then why the fuck are you there?
He had 2 of these wraps. They're the jalapeno chicken wraps. About 200 calories each. I needed something. How much for an 8-hour mall stream? Dude, you know what would happen if I did that shit here? Think about it. What would happen? No, I don't know. Dude, everything. My bank account. What else did they get? PayPal, Chase, everything. I have one card right now that it's functioning. So I got tricked with a phone call, man, which is amazing because I'm usually the one who stops other people from doing this. And because they're getting more elaborate, dude. They realize that people catch on to shit. So they come up with new routines to trick people. Yeah, I mean, listen, I ended up...
But what did they say? Like, he's leaving out key information, and probably because it's making him look bad. Like, okay, Chase bank calls. What are they saying? Like, what did they tell you? He has left out that very important detail. I mean, oftentimes when you get these scam things, like, there's a tell, or it's a thing of like, hey, we couldn't deliver this package. You need to click on this thing or else we're going to send it back. Or, hey, this thing is overdue. Click here. Your cloud storage is full or almost full. Click here. Like, what was the hook? You're missing the hook, pal.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Without even realizing it. And it pisses me off because I'm very cautious of this stuff. I let them into my phone. Not let them, but you know what I mean.
You know what happened? This motherfucker got so baked out of his mind. And then the fucking guys, Chase Bank, just happened to call at the right time. And boom. I bet you anything that's what happened. Being in the late 60s, I got a bunch of those scams, yeah, I bet.
Knew I was distracted too. They knew I was distracted.
You said hi wrong.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
It's such fucking bullshit, man. But whatever, it is what it is. I'm sitting here by my fucking self, and I had jalapeno chicken wraps because I didn't even realize because I got so fucked up yesterday. I was so stressed out. I had fucking 500 calories yesterday. If someone calls you, be like, all right, man, cool. Oh, there's something wrong with my account. Let me call back to check. Do not give them anything. Do not give them a fucking thing until you call back. If they call back, or you call back the actual number, go look up the number from the place calling you. Don't use their number, even if it seems legit. The number actually was, they spoofed it. Call back, make sure you get the official number for whatever place you're calling, check with them. If they say, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you saved yourself from a headache like me. They called me off guard and I fucking fell for it. They sounded as American as someone from fucking North Dakota, dude. It's not even racist, because here's the thing. They have, like, in India, you can look, there's actually a whole documentary, I think, on YouTube. It's like India, like in India, the Indian mob runs those places, and there's like this really wealthy family there, and how they just keep on moving to different places all over, and they pack up as soon as they're about, like, the feds are onto them or whatever, or their law enforcement's onto them, they move just like that. You know, when you hear someone say, I'm calling about your Chase account, and they have an Indian fucking accent, yes, you look into it. I don't think that's racist, that's just reality. And she, like, here she's left leaning, this lady that was at the bank, very nice lady that I was working with today. And she was like, look, because I was talking to someone, we barely could understand them, and she was like, mute that. She was like, look, find someone that you could actually understand. Like, that was ridiculous. You know, I don't think it's racist to say that when you hear an Indian accent, it's a red flag, because that's the epicenter of scams. If people think I'm racist for saying that, go watch the documentary. And it wasn't done by, like, Steven Crowder. It wasn't a YouTube thing. It was not a YouTube thing. It wasn't any nerd beef. It wasn't any of that stuff. I don't want anyone pointing fingers. It wasn't like,
Well, he just said that it wasn't a Indian accent. But even so, like, people are like, oh, well, it has an Indian accent, so clearly it's a scam. It's like, bro, have you called customer service lately? Like, almost all of them are using Indian people. I mean, even my wife got into, like, an argument with UPS because they didn't deliver something that she needed to have delivered. And she got annoyed. It's UPS, and she was talking someone with an Indian accent. You know what I mean? Like, so you can't just go by, like, oh, well, it's Indian. Like, duh. It's like, no, some of them can be legit. But having said that, though, yeah, that's going to set off some alarms.
nothing to do with anybody on the internet. There's no DSP detractors you could blame. You can't blame Sly. You can't blame 8-Bit Eric. Would be too stupid to do it. But me and him aren't beefing anymore. This like motivates me to I want to expose these fuckers. This is insane. I got had, and I got had in a fairly obvious way, which pisses me off about me. I'll admit it. But again, they got me when I was not paying attention. I was actually going to get a coffee through Starbucks. What did I crash out? Oh man, you know what? Oh God, thank God I cleared my head last night. Not that I was going anywhere near pulling a boogie, but where's my axe? Where's my axe? I did feel like breaking shit, but I broke nothing. Don't worry. I think that's fairly understandable. How much to yell Stephen Miller is a Nazi right in the middle? No, you know why? Because there's a chance they would kick me out, and I need to get my phone fixed. Yes.
There's nothing to get fixed. What do you mean you get your phone fixed? Like, this makes no fucking sense. Like, again, he's like, I'm here to get my phone looked at. And he says, oh, I don't really need to get it done. Then what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you there? This makes no sense. And again, like I said, there's literally nothing they can do. I guarantee you, they went to him and they said, well, we can factory reset your phone, but you can do that yourself. I mean, hopefully the person is like not a complete asshole. It's just going to be like, bro, just hit this button there, factory reset, download, that'll wipe out anything. I mean, that's what you do.
I'm copying Phil. I wanted to get my bank account hacked like Phil because I wanted to copy him. Yeah, dude, I don't understand. Can you scream? I can't scream Phil. Dude, if for nothing else, the key thing, one, I don't want to be permanently banned from the mall. Two, I thought the thing with I said about the quartering, looking back on it, was pretty cringe and kind of corny. Three, yeah, this is the only Apple store in my area, so I don't want to be kicked out from this mall. So, all right, guys, I'm going to head off here. I'm hoping that they're going to call me soon, so I got to go in there and probably wait for another hour. Fun times, yeah. See ya. Thank you all.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
God, what a fucking idiot. God almighty. Speaking of fucking idiots.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Snort, snort, snort. Code drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip. Go.
What's the deal? What's going on? Well, as you guys know, autumn started a month ago, but we didn't actually start getting autumn weather until about a week ago. And now I feel confident enough. It's been about a week of solid autumn weather. And today I said, I think I'm actually going to try to wear autumn clothes. I'm going to stop wearing shorts and Hawaiian shirts like it's, mid-summer. And looks like today actually will be the hottest day of the week with a high of 62 degrees outside. The rest of the week is going to be cloudy or full rain
Who cares?
Temperature, so I think I'm in the clear. Looks good to me. So here we are. Look, I'm actually wearing like a long sleeve flannel shirt today. I'm actually wearing pants today.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that fucking set me off. I'm actually wearing pants today. I mean, I know obviously he's not going in there like in his underwear. It just means I'm not wearing shorts. But like just to say I'm actually wearing pants today. When a streamer says I'm actually wearing pants today, I'm
As
sorry.
you can see, no more shorts. Show us the bulging biceps. That's the problem. I can't anymore. For this whole fall season, I'm going to be wearing long sleeve stuff. You will not see my build. So what's going to happen is, all right, we're going to have a whole like 6 months. It'll be like October, November, December, January, February, March. And then from like late April, early May, I'll make the switch back to the Hawaiian shirts. And then I'll put one on. You're going to see, oh my God, you're going to see the physique exposed after 6+ months of working out. You're going to see my giant rippling body, completely toned, glistening. It's going to be amazing.
What the hell? Would you play the Fortnite Simpsons season this week? It's going to have the entire Springfield map. Are they actually doing that? Hey, Casper, you hear this? We might be getting the Simpsons and Fortnite next week.
Right. Do you find it strange a morbidly obese Paul Herman wannabe, I don't know who Paul Herman is, who attempted to lose weight and failed, is now making fun of your fitness journey? There's a bunch of overweight people who try to make fun of me constantly. It's hilarious. How do you call people fat if you're the whale in the room? I don't get it. Really. Like, you can't call someone fat because if you're fatter, then you, by comparison, they're not fat. You understand? Like,
What? Wait, hold on. Let me hear this.
if you are a monster whale, how could you say someone else is fat? You can't. All you can say is you're fat. That's it. Or if you happen to find someone else fatter. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
What the fuck's he talking about? You totally can call someone fat who's fat. I mean, what, like Wings of Redemption? You know, at the time, he couldn't call Nikocado Avocado fat. He couldn't call Boogie fat. What? Ugh.
I don't know. These people are morons. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't give a shit about
Oh, clearly you don't.
what they say. You know, me exercising and losing weight and actually getting healthy and toned and fit is for me and my family. That's who it's for. It's
Did you hear that delay? Don't forget, this is sped up. That was like a 2-second pause. Okay, maybe more like 1 second, but still, like, for me and my family.
not for me to show off and act like I'm some kind of an Adonis online. I'm not. Idiots who want to make fun of it, it just shows that how, you know, just be honest, who would make fun of that? People who were jealous, right? People who were jealous, people who were upset because for years and years, they liked to portray DSP as the big fat blob, right? They would draw me as this giant inflated blob stuffing his face with food. But you can't.
Who did that? Legit, who did that? They would always portray you as out of shape. Well, again, they didn't treat you like wings.
I mean, this makes sense. I haven't looked like that in ages. I admit, I used to be fat. I'll admit that wholeheartedly. The first few years I was on YouTube, I was a monster. And then I lost a lot of weight, then I gained some weight back, then I lost.
What do you mean a monster? You were chunky. No one said you were like morbidly obese. You were chunky. You were probably like 250.
Lost it. Now, last few years, I'm getting better and better, lower and lower. And now, like I said, last time I weighed myself, which was like a week or two ago, I was 188 pounds.
Oh,
and I'm gaining muscle
bullshit.
mass. So
I am calling fucking bullshit on that.
what that means is the fat is burning off and being replaced with muscle. I'm still losing weight, but my arms are getting bigger, my torso. Oh my God. But the amount of sit-ups I'm doing now, my torso is like rock solid. The problem is the stupid spare tire around it. I got to get rid of that. That's going to take forever. Like, that's one of the hardest things you can do, especially when you're getting older. But
Let me hear that
arms are getting
again.
bigger, my torso. Oh my God. But the amount of sit-ups I'm doing now, my torso is like rock solid. The problem is the stupid spare tire around it. I got to get rid of that. That's going to take forever. Like, that's one of the hardest things you can do, especially.
That makes no fucking sense. You can't have a rock solid torso and then still have the spare tire. Like, that's not how it works. If it's fat, it's going to be like jiggly and soft. Ugh.
When you're getting older. But really, like, for someone to look at someone who is actively trying to make their life better and make fun of it. And the other funny thing too is, hey, guess what? I didn't get surgery and I'm not on drugs. I'm actually doing it like a normal person should through diet and fitness. Look what I'm drinking. Filtered water, not soda.
How the fuck can we tell? Look what I'm drinking. It's not alcohol. It's water. Like, what the fuck, Phil? Real talk though, it's tea. Green tea. I don't want to go in. Just trust me, it's green tea.
There you go. Imagine making fun of someone trying to better themselves. Well, hilarious. Yeah, it's what I mean. Like, it's not even that. It's a matter of they're trying to make fun of someone who's succeeding. Think about that. Somewhere, especially where they have failed, these overweight blobs who want to make fun of me, they have failed at that part of their life. They know they don't want to be giant, fat, overweight blobs, right? They don't. They want to feel healthy. They want to look better. And they see that happening to me, and they're so upset that they can't do it because they don't have the discipline, the willpower, you know, the determination. They don't have any of that strength, that inner strength you really need to do that journey. So they're angry, and so they project onto me, but it doesn't work. Every time they...
He's totally not getting it. Here's what... Phil, in case you watch this later, or one of his fucking whatever... What was it? Like, no one's making fun of you because they're jealous of you or don't want to see you get healthier. It's that you're acting like you're on the path to looking like fucking 1999 Scott Steiner. Okay? Like you're acting like you're like Jaha. But you're not. Yes, you have lost weight. Good on you. I lost weight too. I dropped about 50 fucking pounds. But you don't see me, like, bragging about it. To be fair, you didn't really see me that much. The point being is, like, you're the one who's making a big deal out of it. So clearly it's, like, important to you. But you're acting like you're doing, like, this massive change. And the way you're describing it, it's painfully obvious that you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. That or you're just flat out lying. Like the thing he said, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, where he was like, I went and I changed my routine where I upped the weights and upped the reps. Like, bro, that's not how it's supposed to do it. Like, all the terminology and shit you're using is, like, not correct. And that's what everyone is making fun of you for. It's not that, oh, we're jealous of you. We're pointing out the fact that what you're saying is not making a ton of sense. Like with me, I can go and say, like right now, I cut down on my calories. I cut down on meals. I cut down on eating late. I cut down on booze. And boom, I dropped 50 pounds. Now, it has slowed down. I've kind of going up and down lately because I've been, due to just shit in life, been harder to not drink and just not sometimes binge and whatever. But also now I'm helping with that now because now I'm going back to the gym finally because I couldn't because I had to deal with some rehab of my knee and my back. But that's almost done, so now I can go and work out. But again, I'm not really doing it to like get buff. I'm doing it because I just want to be in better shape. And because I have seen a lot of things have changed. People have looked at me better because I've lost weight. Like, I want to say right now, I swear I'm not making this up. I went to my wife, she's Chinese, and we have these other friends. Well, she really does, but like a couple friends. But it's all these couples where it's a Chinese-born Chinese, or CBC as we call them, who married American men. And obviously I'm one of them. And all of them, like all the wives, were complimenting me on my look. And of course I shaved before I went there. And I swear to God this is true. One of them looked at me and they said, wow, you look like a teenager. And of course I look at my wife and she has this look on her face of like, ugh. Because she knows I'm going to just fucking run with that like a fucking punt returner to the end zone. But like, yeah, it all stemmed from the fact that I dropped a bunch of weight. But meanwhile, what's he doing it for? Like, no one's going to look at him and be like, I mean, okay, yeah, he does look better, but it's like you're basically polishing a piece of shit.
Say something about me in this regard, it's just self-reflection. You understand? They're really angry at themselves. It doesn't make...
The term is projection.
Makes sense, but hey, go ahead. Do what you want. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I pay no attention to any of it. I don't care about it. Let them say what they want.
You totally just went against what you just said. I pay no attention to it. but yet you're commenting on it. So clearly you're paying attention to it.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
I'm here happy, healthy, and doing good for myself. I'm curious because, the fitness journey that I'm doing right now, all right, the diet part has lasted about, I'd say, 2 years. It's been about 2
years?
straight years of changing my diet, okay? Phasing out things. Like I used to drink the seltzer water, right? I used to drink the flavored seltzer, but even that had artificial sweetener in it. I got rid of that.
2 years? You've been on this and this is all you've got? Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, if you were on like a true journey, like 2 years, bro, I dropped 50 pounds in 9 months. 2 years, 24 months. If you were doing this shit, like, oh my God. Okay, let's let him finish.
That's gone. Now I'm just drinking filtered water, right? My diet, cutting out most red meat, most fatty foods, eating low, protein stuff. Now I have like protein bars and snacks as the things that I eat during the day if I'm going to eat. I don't eat anything that's like fatty, salty, greasy. I try to phase it all out.
Give me a break, these fucking protein bars. Any health professional will tell you that protein bars are just expensive candy bars. That's really all they are. Yeah, they might have a bunch of protein in it, but they either got a bunch of sugar, or if they don't have sugar, they have a bunch of like shitty chemicals in them, or the ones that are like the pure protein bars taste like fucking shit. Like, just eat like normal healthy foods. Eat more fruits. Eat more vegetables. Cut down on the boxed items. Like, good Lord. And also, I keep saying I'm cutting out red meat. Bro, I thought you couldn't eat red meat because of your gout. So how are you cutting it down? It shouldn't be part of your normal diet. Phil's on a strict 10-year robust, wholesome, positive diet. Yeah, exactly. Welcome on, Cal.
Hey now.
With vanilla, plant protein, yeah. And also, like, most people don't have, like, a protein deficiency. If anything, a lot of us have too much protein. The issue is, you can't just take protein. You have to do something with it. Like, that's the whole thing. There's different types of, like, obviously, all stuff is converted to energy, but it's getting the right things. So, yeah, protein is the best thing to use to, like, build muscle and shit like that. But if you just eat a bunch of protein and aren't doing anything with it, it's still going to turn into fucking fat. Like, it doesn't matter if you're having a bunch of sugar. I mean, in theory, you can go and convert a bunch of sugar into muscle, but it's one of the worst things to do. Or rather, it's incredibly inefficient because the body can only do so much with it. It can do more with protein.
On my diet. The only time I eat really bad food is when you see me eat it on DSP Tries It. That's it. That's like the time when I eat the crap, right?
You
It's not been
lying
like a
sack
2-year
of
journey.
shit!
Okay, it has been. In regards to the working out.
The fact it took you 2 years, good Lord.
Oh, that's only been a few months. Really. It's only been a few months that I've been doing that. And I've already seen big results. I have seen muscle build up where I haven't had muscle in years and years, or to be frank, where the muscle was atrophied because I wasn't using it. And I'm seeing a body transformation in a few months. So I'm curious, after this next 6 months, because, what's going to happen is, it's now cooler. I'm going to be wearing these kind of clothes all the time, and I'm not, no, people are going to be like, take your shirt off and shit. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't have an undershirt under this because it gets really stuffy in the office here, or the studio, whatever you want to call it. So I don't wear undershirts that way. Even though I'm wearing a longer shirt, I'm the right temperature. If I were to wear an undershirt under this, it actually would be too warm. Okay. So no, take your shirt off. No, I'm not going to take my fucking shirt off, be topless in here like a buffoon, like certain people do, because I don't need to do that. I make entertaining content that people like, and then they support that content. I don't have to be a stunt show for you or a Lolcow show, a clown show to make money. I can actually entertain an audience through
I can't have to be a Lolcow show. Yeah, okay,
You
pal.
lying sack of shit!
real content. Okay. Anyway, after about, 5-6 months, I'm going to come back to spring. It's going to get warm again, and I'm going to change my wardrobe back. And I am curious how I'm going to look. I may look exactly the same, to be honest, because I might hit the wall. And that's what happens is when you work out, especially when you're older, you can hit a wall where unless you're going the extra mile, like, okay, now I've completely changed my diet to be all high protein. I'm drinking protein shakes. I'm really hitting the gym hard. I'm not going to get to that point. I don't care that much. So maybe I will hit a wall and I won't even look much better. And that's okay. As long as I'm physically fit and healthy, that's what I care about. I care about living longer, not having pains in my joints, actually being able to do stuff like lift heavy things and do things I need to do. You know what I mean? Stuff that was a pain. There were days when I go to get up and my knees crack and I'm in pain. Like, I can't sit up. My back is killing me. Like, what the frick? I'm only in my 40s. I shouldn't be feeling like that. You feel like that when you're in your 60s. So anyway, I wonder. I actually genuinely wonder what's going to
It was like a stress. I'm not gonna take my shirt off and look bad. Well, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, it's like if he knows the second he takes off his shirt, he's going to be compared to Review Tech, Wings, and Boogie. And those are three people you want to have zero comparisons to. So, wait, live longer phrase. He didn't want to live his life to be alone. They want to die. That was one of the most horrible things I've ever read. And think of the fucking ground that covers the thing of, I don't want to die alone. Like, bro, what a fucking awful, like, reasoning. It's like, oh, so instead, the love of your life. Like, in theory, you should love your spouse enough that you want to take a bullet for them. Like, I legit would take a bullet for my wife. I would definitely take one for my kids. And I would take one for my wife. Him? Do you ever see him sacrificing himself for that? I don't.
happen over the next 6 months or so? I'm going to max out my weights.
Yep,
Like I already
Dasher.
almost have. I have like 2 more major weight increments and 1 more very small one I can do, and then I've maxed my weights. Okay. Now the thing is, I'm very slowly increasing them. I'm not going crazy. Like I don't want to keep increasing the weight and then hurt myself, because I think I did. I think at one point I went too fast, and that's what ended up hurting myself for a bit. This arm has been messed up for about a month. It's almost back to normal now, but man, it's been a wild ride of pain because I messed.
A month? How the fuck do you... What could you do to fuck up your arm for a month? Like, I mean, we've all been there where we go too fast. And then, like, those things have never lasted more than a week. Like, I remember one time I fucked up. I tried to do P90X. Remember that thing? Like the crazy workout thing that like gets you shredded really quickly because it's like this over the top workout, and it's a hardcore kind of thing. Like I did the thing wrong, and like I guess I did the wrong thing. Anyway, long story short, I was out of commission for like a week, or I couldn't work on it for a week. I was that sore. But again, it was just a week. The idea that he hurt himself working out for an entire month, like, bro, like, what the fuck did you do? Like, no, you flat out injured yourself. That's not, oh, I did a little too much one day. No, bro, you legit hurt yourself.
Up this arm. But I think I'll go more slowly now, and I think it'll be more about more reps. You know what I mean? What? You gotta love these trolls. This guy says he really said he curls 20 pounds, not with those arms, buddy. First of all, I never said a single weight whatsoever. I've never mentioned that. I told you guys I'm not going to, because no matter what, when you talk about that shit, it's never good enough, right? Everyone criticizes it and says, "Oh, that's bad." You know, you're a wimp. I would literally never say how much I curl. I would never say how much I'm bench pressing. Like, so you're an idiot because we got him. No, you didn't get me. I'm calling you out and showing you how stupid you are. I've never said a weight, and I'm never going to because there's no point. So who got him? I got you, you dumb bitch. You're so fucking stupid. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a fucking bench press in that house.
Like I was saying, I'm almost maxed out on my weights as it is. There's about two more major increases I can do and one very small one. And after that, I maxed. And then I got to decide, do I want to keep going? Do I want to buy a heavier set of free weights so that I can keep going?
You fucking realize that this could mean that all he has is like those fucking 3, 5, and 8s. I've seen weight sets like that. He's not getting to any specifics. And he's saying like, oh, because it's never good enough. Or maybe it's because we know if you tell us that it's really nothing impressive. Spray my shoulder now was a sling slow from monks. Ooh, that sucks, Dasher.
And, you know, because free weights, sadly, they just only go to a certain level, and then it's kind of very limited. Then it's like, well, if you want to keep going, you know, with the bench press, you got to get an actual, you know, dumbbell bar rather than free weights. You have to get it. You have to get, you know, a whole bench to do that. I don't have that. I just have a free weight bench. So it would mean significant...
Oh, so he doesn't have...
investment of more money. It would mean I have to redo more of my house to have room for it. I don't have room for that right now, you know, so...
What do you mean you don't have room? Bro, I've seen your house. You can't tell me that you can't fit stuff in there. What the fuck's in your house? I mean, other than a bunch of pets, allegedly.
But anyway, so I'm you know, I don't know what's gonna happen in the next 6 months. Am I gonna max out my current weight set? Is that where I just say I cut it? I'm done. That's enough for me. I don't care. I don't want to go any further. Or am I gonna want to go further? I don't know. I guess it's gonna depend on how I feel, how I look, what I want to do. I guess we'll have to see.
Okay. I thought
like I said,
the Twitch stream went dead.
It's barbell, not dumbbell. I get it confused. Free weights are dumbbells. The two dumbbells are the handheld free weights. The barbell is the one where it's the full size. That's right. Dude, I've been out of fitness for so long, I can't even remember the names of anything. You know, that's what it's called.
Yeah. Okay, pal.
Anyway, no, my wife literally said to me last week, she's like, you're doing this too much. She's like, you're working out 6 days a week. Like, you're going to burn yourself out. That's why probably your arm hurts and everything. And I was like, you probably got a point. So now I'm actually doing 5 days a week with 2 days of rest, which is probably the right way to go about it.
No, it's not. That's really not. That's why you focus on the body part. You should still work out every day. But you shouldn't be working out everything every day. Unless I'm misunderstanding that. I'm pretty sure that that's what the accepted thing is.
You know.
Like, you don't just do the same workouts every day back to back.
Look at these people. He's still lying. What incentive would I have to lie about that? What does it matter? Why would I lie about that? Dude, someone who would lie, they'd come on here, they'd be like, oh, I'm benching a ridiculous amount, and man, I'm making all these gains, and I'm cutting this, and I'm doing it. I'm doing
You lied about your wife having cancer.
It really is. It's the most casual thing. I'm not bragging. I know that I'm not some Adonis. I'm not trying to be one. That's also why it's hilarious that these idiots are trying to make fun of me for doing it, because I'm not doing it for like to brag at all in any way. I don't care about your opinions. I don't. It just shows that you're jealous. You can't handle the fact that someone else is improving themselves and you can't because you're weak. You're weak-minded individuals, and probably weak-bodied individuals too, to be frank. All right, well, let's change the subject. We're going to still hang out. We're going to hang out for about another 15, 20 minutes before we start with Silk Song today. Want to build up an audience here. Let's see. Yeah, I always get barbell and dumbbells are the ones I have. The free weight dumbbells. The free weight barbell is the one that's the full bar. But to use that, you need a bench, and you need a thing to put it up on, right? Like a rack, which I don't have. I don't have room for that at all.
You're welcome, Mexicana.
Hey now.
I can have room for that, but it would mean essentially cleaning out a lot of my house. Like I said, I've got old furniture I want to get rid of. I've got all junk that I need to get out of here. So I might have to like get a haul-away service to come by and, you know, get shit out of my house to make room, and then I could reorganize my house and I'll have room for a real gym. Right now, I don't have room for a real gym. I bootleg shit. Starboy, first of all, you're a troll. Second of all, I work on my legs. I told you I do squats. I do a lot of squats. I did them last night. 4 sets. I told you I have 2 routines. One is squats. I don't know the names of all the exercises. I looked them up and immediately forgot the names of them. So one says I do the squats. I do the overhead press, I think it's called, and that builds your shoulders. And then I do the one where you put the dumbbells at your sides and you stretch your arms out straight upwards, and that works your back muscles here. And then I do push-ups, and I do 4 sets of each, back to back to back to back, basically, with a little break in between each 4. I do all 4, then I take a little.
Yeah, but how many reps are you doing? He's full of squatting. Yeah, welcome, Vince.
Hey now. Hey now.
Break, then I do all 4, then I take a little break. And then the other day I do arms, so I do curls, and then I do is this called I forget what this is called. When you're on your back and you have the weights here and you're going up, that's your tricep exercise. I can't remember what the hell that's called. That's what I do there. And then I do the press, and then I do sit-ups. And I do those 4 sets of each, you know, rotated.
Bro, what about your fucking lower body? Are you doing the fucking LTG routine? Where fucking no day is leg day? I mean, Vince, does this sound good to you? Only doing upper body? I don't believe shit he says. Yeah, there's...
You lying sack of shit!
There's definitely a bunch of DSP works out. Yeah, clearly, look at him. He fucking looks like a fucking 1984 Ken Patera, doesn't he?
It takes a while, just doing all
1999
of that.
Scott Steiner.
Like the one last night, I think it took about
72 Bruno Sammartino.
35, yeah. And then the other one's long, because I do a ton of sit-ups, so the other one took... It takes...
Hold on a second.
It takes a while, just doing all of that. It takes, like the one last night, I think it took about 35 minutes. 35, yeah. And then the other one's long, because I do a ton of sit-ups, so the other one took... It takes around 45 to 50 minutes to do the other one. It takes a long time. I know, like, ideally what I'd want to do is get a rack to put a barbell on, right? What do they call it? Is a squat rack? I know there's a rack you can do that's different heights. So one, it could be higher up, so you can do those exercises easily, but then you can put it lower for, like, the squats. You can easily do it that way. Ideally, that would be something to get. But again, I need room. I have no room right now. 0 room. I need to clean out my house to do that. All right, so you guys are going to be toxic here? All right, I'll get rid of you right now, because I can see that you're all sock accounts. Here you go. Let's get rid of these 2 sock accounts right now. People just come by to be toxic about shit. Well, then don't be here. Bye. We're here to have fun. We're here to chill. We're not here for your nonsense.
Well, actually, I can actually see him.
Support. Can we get some more support this morning? Can we get some momentum going for Silk Song? Can we jump into Silk Song already hitting the ground running? That would be great.
I'll do it after
Do I take
this.
in tons of calories? No. I'm not a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders need to take in tons of calories because the more muscle you put on your body, those muscles actually burn calories. Even if you're not actively using them, to maintain them, it needs more calorie intake. So if I were to get big, then yes, I need to eat significantly more food. In truth, what do I do all day? I sit on my ass on a stream. I don't do a lot of physical activity. Now the workouts at night are the physical activity. So actually between me sitting on my ass all day but then working out at night, I'm basically doing a normal day of work, physical work. See? So now if I do normal calorie...
Bro, you do realize, like, this has been confirmed, like, just sitting around all day and then working out. Okay, Jim Hellwig. Like, you still need to be somewhat active. You can't just be working out. Be sitting all day is still harmful to you. Like, you're not normal because you're doing zero. Like, you can't, just because you're on both extremes, that's not normal. You're just compensating for one, but you're not like at normal. You should be doing some cardio, some regular moving around along with the working out. Like for me, well, I can't show you, but like I have a standing desk. I work from home. I have a standing desk, and underneath it, I also have a desk treadmill. And I do at least a half hour, but usually like an hour of like brisk walking on it while I work. Like to be able to get in that cardio and have some healthy stuff during the day. And every morning, because I'm up early anyways, I come downstairs and I do my rehab stretches for my my back and my knee.
Intake.
And I watch
I'll be fine.
stuff
And
on
that's what's
my
happened. And now I've actually noticed
TV.
a distinct difference in the last couple of months since I started working out. I actually crave protein. Like I crave I don't want sweets. I don't want like
Yeah, by protein he means cum.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
like snacks. When I get a meal with a lot of protein, it feels good. Like I eat it and I feel like like it hit the spot and I feel fulfilled when I'm eating the protein. That's what my body is craving right now because it needs the protein to build the muscle. That's what it's looking for. So again, it's like when you do the right things, then your body craves the right things. If you just sit on your ass all day eating chips and sugary shit, then your body just wants you to keep putting in more sugary shit. But if you're actually actively working out and doing good things, then your body wants the good things. Extreme Machine, I know that's really not you. I'm just going to ban you now because I know that's not really him. Get the fuck out of there. It's a fake. It's a copy. Not you. I'm just going to ban you now.
Hey, what was that?
Sugary shit. But if you're actually actively working out and doing good things, then your body wants the good
Someone
things.
named Extreme Machine.
Extreme Machine, I know that's really not you. I'm just going to ban you now because I know that's not really him. Get the fuck out of there. It's a fake. It's a copycat. Get him out. No, I already said this. I'm not getting any protein supplements or powders or anything like that. Why?
Oh,
Well,
this says it.
okay, number one, again, I'm not looking to bulk up. I'm not looking to get super roided or anything like that. Okay,
that's good,
I'm just trying to do
Mexicano.
it more naturally. I want to work out naturally, get my body used to having physical activity and exercise. I think that's a very healthy thing. But I'm not looking to get to be a power builder where I'm going to like build up insane amounts of muscle and shit like that. That's number one. Number two, my body is kind of iffy about certain things. Like I've explained, I'm kind of like half lactose intolerant. And what that means is I can eat cheese and milk and things like that, but then I get very gassy and bloated after I do. So a lot of these protein things have dairy in them and have that kind of stuff. So I would have to research, gee, what's one that has like absolutely none of that so that I don't get like stomach aches? Like imagine.
I was about to say, I'm fucking positive that you can easily find those things without any lactose in them.
Doing it and you go to work out and I'm fucking bloated and shit. How am I going to work out? Right? So I know there are alternatives for 100%. I know that they exist. They make them for people like me who would have issue with that, but I haven't researched it yet. Like I said, usually what I have now is I have a protein bar, or I've actually researched getting some like protein pretzels. It's pretzels that actually have like plant protein in them. And you can eat those and it's pretty much equivalent to like eating a protein bar. So there's some different things I'm trying to do. They're just like more natural things. Have a snack when, when I'm going to work out and stuff.
This is the very last person who's kind of talk, bro. Yeah, exactly. Gassy, bloated Phil. And again, like, these fucking protein bars. Like, I remember I yelled at my daughter. Well, I didn't yell at her, but I, like, she was getting a bunch of protein bars when we're at, at, like, the store. And I'm like, girl, you realize those are just glorified candy bars, right? And she's like, yeah, but they're better for you. And I'm like, ugh. It's like, I'd rather you just have, like, a Hershey's bar because they're cheaper.
Stuff like that versus, oh, let me juice up with a big fucking creatine shake and shit like that. Oh, I told you, I just started getting into push-ups. I just did because my arm's been all messed up. About a month ago, I hurt my right arm bad in the elbow, and it's been a month. It finally almost feels normal. It took a long-ass time to get it back to normal. Like, I couldn't put it close to my chest. Right now, this is the closest I can go. Like, it still won't go all the way, and I couldn't extend it all the way. Now I can almost extend it all the way, but it was effed up. So I started trying to do push-ups, and my whole arm is, like, buckling and shooting pain. Like, fuck. I fucked the elbow up. But it's...
Maybe you should have seen a doctor for that one, pal. Like, if your arm was that bad for a month, wouldn't you at least see a fucking walk-in clinic?
Getting back there. It's getting back to normal, so then I can try to get into doing more stuff. But I have tried to do push-ups, and I have implemented them into my routine, but I'm not doing a ton because my arm's fucked up. It just sucks. Like, I started doing push-ups, and they were working fine. Like, my chest can do them, which is what the exercise is for. It's for your chest. But then my arm gives out. Fuck, that sucks. You know, it's a stupid weakness of my body. All these years, I didn't do anything. I had all this opportunity when I was younger to use my body and work out and build the foundation, and I blew it, you know? So it's hard. It's hard when you're getting to middle age. Now I'm in middle age, and I'm trying to do it. It's like way harder than if I had done it when I was younger. Okay, we're going to get started with Silk Song momentarily. Any last topics or any, you know, quick support to shout out? Let's do it now. Because once I get into Silk Song, you know, I'm going to be focusing on it. Any last minute stuff before we get started? And thank you to those who have early supported. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Why would I unban Felipe when he was in chat saying disgusting shit? Just dumb, insulting, disgusting stuff. I banned him for a good reason. He's not coming back. And you know he's a sock account anyway, so you can shut the fuck up. Jade Van Zyl says, Stalker 2 is coming to PS5 in November. I might get it. More power to you if you want to play it. I mean, I went into it pretty long, and I couldn't stand it. I gave up on it. The game is just so unpolished, wonky, feeling unfinished. It's annoying as shit. To the point where I didn't want to play it anymore. Like, why am I playing this game? It's, you know, just torturing myself with unfinished garbage.
Your Royce has been finished since then, right, pal?
I played far into it, too. I still couldn't stomach it. I can't do it anymore. Why? It's like, why keep torturing yourself? That's what it felt like. It felt like I was torturing myself to keep playing it. Like, geez, man. Okay. Oh, it's more than hard. It's just overly difficult in parts because it's not made well. You'll have parts of the game where everything makes sense, and all of a sudden, oh, to advance in the story, you're in a giant tower where there's 17 enemies standing in the stairwell. They all know exactly where you are. They all.
I just beat the original Hollow Knight. Great game. I'm so pissed that I waited so long to play it because now I have to wait again. Because after playing Hollow Knight, I can't jump right into Silk Song. Like, I can't just go from like two of the same type of things. Oh wait, see what this thing says here. 73 pending friend requests. I'll get to it eventually, but I'm just pissed because like everyone's playing it now and I can't be part of the conversation. You know what I mean? It was like the same thing that happened with Undertale, where I didn't get into that when the world was playing. I played it like 2-3 years later, at which point like all the talk and stuff had gone way down.
Have a beat on you, so the moment you try to walk up the tower, they all snipe you at once. So figure out how to do it. You try to do it slow, dead. Try to do it fast, dead. How did I do it? I don't know. You know how I did it? I literally took all the drugs in my inventory and I pumped my body with drugs. And I ran up the staircase like an asshole, like a roided freak, and just kept pumping myself with health and drugs and just ran away. Because there was no way to actually do it with the mechanics of the game. The game's broken. And how about guys who shoot you with shotguns from 100 feet away in the distance? They're out there and they see you from a distance and shoot you with a shotgun and take it like half your life. Fuck that game. That, you know, that's a game that if it was in the hands of a different dev team who actually had better means and money and time, they would have done a much better job. But the fucking game is so poorly made. Why am I going to keep torturing myself? It's like, oh, look, here's a good story, but to get to it, I have to smash myself in the ball.
Do you realize the conditions that they were under for that? A better team? Fuck you. They're in the middle of a fucking war. For those who don't know, the people who made Stalker are in the fucking Ukraine. You know, the place where the Russians are invading because Putin's a twat.
With the sledgehammer 13 times. I think I'll skip the
Like
story.
they're literally
something else.
making the game for a war.
I've had enough.
I got the drip going. I got the drip.
Game over, yeah!
Okay, well. So, and yes, Mexicano, I am about to do the jumping jacks because I have to go and take these earbuds out. But, before we're going to do that, well, actually, you know what, fuck, I'll just do that now. And then I'm going to, like, stretch a little bit. And then we'll go to, I said I was going to do wings, but I kind of want to jump to this thing first. Actually, fuck, I'll just talk about it now. So, what was it? I actually can bring this up here, hold on. So the other day, God, he's still going. So, I saw this thing. Like this thing here. A marathon for men. Okay, he changed the title. But basically, I saw this thing. And I legit said, this looks awful. So I tweeted this. This may legit be the worst thumbnail. Sorry, it's so bright. And video title in the history of YouTube. A members only marathon for men featuring men. Right? And it got a bunch of engagement. Well, a bunch of engagement for me. And then I see this quote tweet Because I have no idea. I mean, obviously that's Phil. I have no idea who these other two people are. And I see Harmon Smith. Why is Rich obsessed with Harmon freaking Smith? He only have below 3K subs on YouTube and members only. Also, crap film knows so Rich is gay. And then I'm like, who the fuck is Harmon Smith? Have you any of you heard of him? Good looking guys in that thumbnail. Right, exactly. That's why I said this may legit be the worst thumbnail and video title ever in the history of YouTube. Because the title's stupid, and he says it's a members only marathon. Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck Harmon Smith is. So, like, he actually ended up responding, which we can't pull up here because I'd have to log in. I don't fucking feel like doing that. But basically, he says, like, yeah, I don't know why he talks about me. And whatever. And I clicked on this thing on his Twitter. All has a link to his Patreon, which has, like, fuck all in it. So I search him up. This is him on YouTube. Is he still live? We're not going to watch him live. I'm just curious. Okay, so he's still alive. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, for one thing, there's all these things marked hashtag shorts, but he's fucking doing it wrong. You're supposed to do hashtag shorts for, like, actual shorts videos, but you can't just put that and then your stuff gets fed to the YouTube shorts. You have to film it the right way. All the shorts are done fucking vertical video. It's actually 1920 by 1080, or rather, excuse me, 1080 by 1920. It's reversed. But if you don't do that, these things aren't going to come up in the shorts because it's not the correct format. But yeah, all these things he wants to be shorts, but they fucking can't be. So, anyways, to quickly get back to this, and yes, I swear I will do the, oh my god, he has memberships? That's great. Oh, and also great, he has his fucking name. Oh yeah, that's from, Killer 7, I believe. That's a fucking callback reference. But I'm just looking, I'm like, okay, what is this? Like, who is this guy? So then I pull up his popular things, and I see this. So, this guy, I feel like how the wrestling otaku is like the stereotypical blind, retarded. When I say blind, I mean like blind from criticism and blind defense for AEW. This guy is the same thing for Nintendo. Because look at some of this shit. PC gaming is inferior to Nintendo Switch. We're going to watch that one first. Or this thing here. The Valve Steam Deck has already failed long before release. I gotta see that one. Talk about a comment that is aged like milk. The Steam Deck literally created the portable PC market. But yeah, it failed. Oh, it will fail. Oh god, I can't wait to see these videos. Undertale fans refuse to admit Toby Fox plagiarized his entire soundtrack. What the fuck's he talking about? Cyberpunk 2020 is going to be disappointing. Well, I mean, to be fair, at launch it was. Elden Ring is boring. Oh yeah, and this other thing here too. Elden Ring is obviously not selling as well as game journals and fanboys want you to believe. Bro, Elden Ring is the best-selling Souls-like ever made. Ignorant Fang, Valve, Steam Tech Attacks, Switch. Yeah, so we're going to delve into this stuff when I get back. But let me go finally do the jumping jacks. Ah. Of course, it's gonna, I'm not sure how this is gonna come through. I have to be careful because the ceiling is pretty low here. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna readjust. That's a great comment. Is he the Dave Meltzer of Nintendo? That's a great one, Vince. No, he's more like well, I haven't seen these videos. I mean, like, I just glance up for like a few seconds and I'm like, no, we're watching this on stream. So let's start with this one. And this one, I have never seen a greater like dislike over like ratio in my life. Oh fuck, you can't see it here. Wait a minute. Hold on, give me 1 second.
I am not playing.
So, okay, so you can't see it here. I swear this is true. So he has 61 upvotes and 1.7 thousand downvotes. I've already grown bored with my gaming PC and returned to exclusively gaming on Nintendo hardware. And this video has actually gotten like a bunch of like people critiquing and making fun of it.
I am not playing my gaming PC because it simply isn't as good as my Nintendo consoles. Please understand that, like, I have a high-end PC. I can play everything. I was running the most technical, demanding games on Steam with no problems. I was messing around with it. I spent several days experiencing it, picking up games for my wish.
Has to be bait. I don't think so. I mean, we'll see.
List.
He's an unabashed Nintendo fanboy, and he's also been shitting on the Steam Deck, which should be interesting too. And by the way, welcome to Meter.
Things like that. It's not as good as console gaming. Like, it just isn't. Really, when you get right down to it, of course, I got a very expensive PC. That's very, very powerful. Of course, I've had a good gaming PC. Of course, I've always had it. You know what I mean? Like, setting it up just meant that, like, I took my Xbox controller and figured out how to plug it in. That's really all I did. Right, gaming PC. Not as good as they like to say. The selection of games is awful. It's all the same stuff. It's on Xbox One. The Xbox One is more accessible. It has more, connects to the TV, things like that. More memory for games.
Okay, maybe he is baiting, or is he being this legit retarded? What is his name? It's this dude, Harmon Smith. And like I said, the only way I know this guy is because Review Tech watches him and makes fun of him. And when I posted the thing, having no idea this guy was, he went and or someone quote tweeted and said, "Why is he talking about this guy?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, who the fuck is this guy?" And I looked into it, and so let's see.
I think it's the big thing for me that really puts the Xbox One over PC. For me, is that, like, it comes out of the box with more memory. Tekken 7 alone takes like 70 gigs, right? And I was already overloading my PC with programs of stuff that I need for work and stuff like that. Which is why I have it. You know what I mean? Like 70 GBs of fucking Tekken 7, a game that really shouldn't be that big. I don't know why the Tekken team seems to think that Tekken needs to be 70 GBs large, but whatever. It's frustrating. Very, very underwhelming. It's kind of interesting how quickly I went back to Nintendo gaming. I think I played my Xbox One more than this. So when I first got it, I played Sleeping Dogs, Tomb Raider, two really, really good games right out of the gate, right? Rare Replay, I still play to this day. Like those three games, and Evil Within and stuff like that. I consistently kept getting new games for it. I got Shadow of the Tomb Raider recently for my Xbox One. That's how much I dislike PC gaming. I could have bought Shadow of the Tomb Raider on sale for like what was it, $20 on PC? I chose to pay more for the Xbox One version. It's kind of insane, but the Xbox One is more comfy. I enjoy playing on it more. I don't have to worry about the installation. Really, at this point, like the only benefit I see to PC gaming, I don't.
Well, Okay, let's see what this one benefit
I
is.
have to pay for Xbox Live, so that's a good thing. I don't have to give Microsoft money. I'm not giving them money for Game Pass either. That's a scam for another reason. Maybe that'll be a subject for another video. But the general theme, the general reason for it is that like I'm not paying a subscription fee for a bunch of games I basically already own or don't want to play. That's the Xbox Game Pass. Like nothing on it is good enough to justify it. You know what I mean? If you buy Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass is going to die because every third party they're going to take the TV channel subscription route and just start their own subscription service. So Xbox Game Pass won't be able to sustain itself because every major third party is going to have their own subscription service. I believe EA is already doing it with theirs, which is very, very interesting. And I should be.
Okay, I mean, he's not totally wrong.
I should talk about that later. But anyway, yeah, I can't even talk about PC gaming without bringing up the Xbox One because they're basically the same thing, but Xbox was a lot cheaper. It was a lot more accessible. Like, you know, I may tell people that like, oh, I don't want to pay for Live, but that's mostly out of principle. I don't want to pay for a bunch of subscription services. Like when you get right down to it, like I paid more for the PC than I would pay in like what, 10 years of Live. Let's see, it's like $60 a year, like right? So times 10, 600. Yeah, I paid more for the PC than I did for Live. Now, I use the PC for more stuff than just gaming, you know what I mean? But I want to use the PC for that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, there's no benefit to PC, like, despite what you may have been told. Like, the mods, paid mods, not as flexible as they used to be. They had the
There's free mods, too.
same problems, more so. Lots and lots of shovelware. Amazing how people will, to this day...
Oh, yeah, because if there's one thing that Nintendo consoles are completely immune to, it's shovelware.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Rail on like the Wii and like the NES for shovelware while not talking about Steam featuring games like, keep in mind I just opened the page, featuring games like No Man's Sky, Monster Train, NBA 2K, this is the sales, this is the sales shit, like a bunch of shit that nobody cares about, like Human Fall Flat, Chernobyl Bylight, like this is the sales page. Maybe I should look at the feature page to get my point across. How weak the Steam library is, and I do mean weak. Like featured and recommended. Command & Conquer Remastered Collection. Oh, that's what they want to sell you. Remastered Collections. That's the first thing you see. Doom Eternal, that game that everyone has forgotten about. Blood Raid, I don't know what that is. Civ 6, Stardew Valley, I can get that on Switch. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, I already played it on Switch. Elder Scrolls...
God, can you imagine playing fucking Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch? Good fucking lord.
Online, don't care about it. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, own it on Switch. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, own it on Xbox. Total War, that might actually be good. But you know what I mean? Like, that's the big benefit for Steam. Like, I just get to play older games, or PC gaming. I get to play older games that aren't available on consoles that I own. It's just like any other platform. It's like buying a Sega Genesis collection in order to play Sega Genesis games that haven't been re-released on other platforms. Like, that's the only reason why. It's not superior in any way. There's nothing about it that makes it better or more fun or more engaging. Like, no.
Bro. You can either have 2 devices to play all the games, or 1 device to play all the games.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
It's just blind elitism, and I do think this is the case. PC gamers kind of rely on gamers, console gamers, not knowing anything about PCs to sort of justify their whole elitist attitude. But yeah, I own a gaming PC, and I can tell you, consoles are superior. There's no getting around it. You can brag all you want about how you can supposedly emulate every single Nintendo game as soon as they come out, which isn't true, by the way. I don't even think they have N64 emulators up and running, so you can't even pirate like
Bro, we've had Nintendo 64 emulators since the late 90s. Have they been good? Duh. Bro, what? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, are they that good? No. 1111.
64 emulators, let alone a lot of Wii games, Wii U games, Switch games. Like, really, you're really trying to pretend that you can play Kid Icarus Uprising on a PC? Like, no.
Yes, you can. You totally can.
No, you can't. Without spending even more money that you could easily have just spent on a console with the actual game and had a better experience with it. Like, you have to jump through so many hoops, right, in order to steal your content. And I do think that's the main reason why people defend PC so vehemently, is that, like, they can just pirate all the content. They can just pirate all the content their piratey little hearts desire, and then complain about Nintendo not providing these games for free on their hardware. I think this has contributed greatly to the mindset that, like, Nintendo Switch Online is not worth it, even though it's phenomenal. It has lots of great games already. I've been playing several. I was playing Star Fox this morning, actually. Was it this morning or was it yesterday?
Bro, I can download or people can download entire ROM packs in less than 10 minutes and play it however they want, wherever they want, versus paying Nintendo a monthly fee for the same privilege.
A while back. Yeah, it was this morning. Playing Star Fox, still enjoy it, still enjoy it a lot, actually. I am so, it's definitely one of my goals. In the long run, to sort of establish Nintendo as being superior to PC gaming. Spoiler, it's because they have better games. It's kind of always been my goal to sort of establish that, and
it's your goal to establish that? You know, like I said, this is the fucking wrestling otaku of Nintendo.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
And he really does kind of fit the fanboy Nintendo stereotype. Just like the otaku fits the wrestling neckbeard stereotype.
I do think in the long run that will be proven true. Like, Nintendo will just keep getting better and better, and PC gaming will get worse and worse. It will become more restrictive, more and more restrictive. We won't be able to get away with this stuff you're used to being able to do. Piracy is only going to get more difficult. You're not going to be able to keep up with the industry. More and more subscription fees, more and more microtransactions. The games themselves are going to get worse and worse. Like, Blizzard certainly isn't providing a quality PC gaming entertainment anymore. PC gamers
he's not wrong there. I mean, unless you're a big Diablo guy.
Are basically the boomers, right, of the gaming community. Like, they're so convinced, right, that their way is better. Like, they're better than you, and they're just not. Like, when you get down to it, they're just a bunch of nerds who have to pretend that they're better than you in order to feel better about themselves. That's, in the end, that's all the PC master race is.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Good fucking lord. Let's see what else we got here. I gotta see this one. Doom Eternal's a bad game. Can you link the video? Sure. Okay, you're on Twitch, so there we go. Doom Eternal. This one should be interesting. Like, I'm not a big fan of Doom Eternal. I thought it was... Like, I love Doom 2016. It is legit one of my favorite games of all time. I fucking love it. It was my game of the year of 2016. And I wasn't a big fan of Eternal. I thought they kind of went overboard with everything. It just became less fun. But it's not so much a case of like, oh, they made a bad game. It was more of like, yeah, they had to make some changes and advance the stuff, but I don't like the changes they made. But that's on me, not on them. So this should be good. Let's see, what did... We're getting 67 upvotes.
So tonight I played a little bit of Doom Eternal on stream. I spent about like, I don't know, probably about an hour playing through it. Probably not that long, maybe half an hour. Playing it and commenting on it and really giving my opinions on it. But I really wanted to make a video for it, to give my overall thoughts on this thing. Doom Eternal is a giant piece of shit. Like, that's all there is to say about that. It's clearly a lot worse than the 2016 version in every single way. Like, the environments are worse, the combats are worse, the combat is worse, the enemies are worse, the storyline is worse. Like, everything about the game...
How can you comment on the storyline? You only played it for a fucking half hour.
The game just feels half-assed and just doesn't flow together very well. Like, they added some more acrobatic elements, but they're not very interesting. They don't flow into the gameplay very well. Like, they added like a dash. What does that do? It just... They added lame power-ups. They added all this stuff, but like by and large, it doesn't feel like Doom Eternal has really innovated on Doom 2016 at all. It feels like the same thing, but worse. It feels like what Rise of the Tomb Raider did for Tomb Raider 2013. Like, it's the same kind of thing. Like, Western developers do not know how to innovate on a video game franchise. Like, they could have done all sorts of things with this idea of like you going down to Earth and like fighting demons and stuff like that. Like, they could have.
You know, what's the expression? A broken clock is right twice a day. I mean, I'm not talking about like what he's saying with Doom, but the idea of like Western developers not really advancing stuff. I mean, the Sony studios, I mean, I love their games, but I'll be the first to admit, like, yeah, Spider-Man 2, Horizon, Forbidden West, Ghosts of Yotei, it's really just more, like, you didn't really innovate or change much. You just, like, touched up a few things here and there. You didn't really make great sequels. They didn't feel like 2. They all felt like 1.5.
There's so much they could have done, but what they came up with just doesn't work all that well. Like, the level design isn't great. The monsters aren't fun to fight. Like, it gets boring and repetitive, 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 boring and repetitive. So much so that why exactly would you play it? Like, it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And I think it's safe to say that Doom Eternal was a disappointment. You know, I have played the game. It's on Game Pass. I can play it re-download it right now and play it again if I wanted to. But I think as a whole, it's safe to say that Doom Eternal just isn't very good. Like, it's not even as good as 2016, which wasn't very good to begin with. But Doom Eternal just feels like a
2016 wasn't very good to begin with. Okay, like, I mean, we already knew you were retarded, but I mean, good lord.
Massive downgrade in every single way. People need to acknowledge these things more often.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Spider-Man 2. So yeah, I know a bunch of people complain about it. I mean, I still enjoyed it because it's just it was more of a game that I already liked. Like, I loved Spider-Man, I loved the Miles Morales one. But like all the other stuff in 2, it was like, well, you brought back the stealth shit, which I didn't like. The story is kind of meh. Like, it just felt like, you know, it was just there. I mean, I had fun playing it, but then when I was done, like, I didn't feel motivated to go back. And I guess they're not making DLC for it. Okay, what other stupid takes does this guy have? The Valve Steam Deck has already failed. This should be good. Great fucking thumbnail.
Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, King Dio, and the upcoming Lore and Fray. Please check out BlackCatBooks.org for more
Okay, I don't know why I haven't mentioned this already. Why the fuck are you filming this thing here? Like, cover that shit up. Your fucking breaker boxes right there. Where are you? I mean, clearly in your basement, I guess. Or is this like a remodeled garage?
information on those books, and wow, I completely forgot the Valve Steam Deck was a thing. I just happened to upload a video talking about some weird Valve PC fanboy hyping up the Steam Deck and shitting on the Switch OLED. That, like, it's taken me a while to realize that I don't think I've talked about the Steam Deck extensively at all. And the reason for that, it's the same reason that I don't talk about PS5 or Xbox Series X. They are completely irrelevant, every single one. Nintendo has essentially won the console war, and now we're kind of in that, like, post-console war period where...
Yeah, Nintendo won the console war.
We're seeing games being put on things that aren't traditionally seen as dedicated gaming platforms and doing really, really well. Phones, I think, are the defining example of what I mean by that. But I think that's going to extend to TVs and other pieces of technology as well. But consoles, as we know them, are basically I don't want to call them dead because Nintendo will continue to have a monopoly. But there won't ever be a sort of
Yeah, guys, did you hear? Nintendo has a monopoly on consoles. So I guess, what was it, I'm sorry, let me just double check. Let me ask Google here. How many PlayStation 4s were sold? How many PlayStation 4s were sold? 117.2 million. Oh, actually, no, well, that's the PS4. How about PlayStation 5? Over 80.3 million as of August. Consoles are more like a relic. I have more of... Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, but like, to me, the big thing of Spider-Man 2 was it was just more of what was already good. which was like the combat and being Spider-Man. Like, regardless of what you follow the story and anything like that, for me, a key of a superhero game is you have to feel like the superhero. And yes, I felt like I was Spider-Man in the game, like swinging around New York City and stalking people and doing the stealth kills and the hand-to-hand combat. Like, that was done very well. So the main gameplay loop was great, but the story surrounding it and then the other things, like, that was... But to me, it was like the gameplay loop is what kept me going. And all like the side quests and just doing, like, just being Spider-Man was fucking fantastic. But like the story stuff and like I didn't really care about like all the politics or whatever about it. Like my thing was like oh, you had to do a thing where you had to like help a guy, you know, propose to his boyfriend or whatever. It's like, well, as long as right afterwards I get to go and keep beating people up, I don't care. I think he showed me that. Yeah, I did. Sandwich the hand, rice the symbiote. That's ever fucked up thing too. Is it like a thing where like by law all Venom things have to be in the third of something and it has to be done horribly? I mean, when you really think about it, even though it's Spider-Man 2, it's really Spider-Man 3. I mean, Miles Morales, for all sakes and purposes, is Spider-Man 2. Like, it's a full... I mean, okay, you could argue it's not, because it's shorter and cheaper. Essentially, it's Spider-Man 2. Another thing I didn't get, like, everyone agreed that part of what made Miles Morales good was that there was zero stealth in it. And then they put stealth back into the sequel. And it's like, oh, well, it's not as bad because now you have the get out of fuck up free card with the taser. You know what would have been better? Don't make it less shit. Just take it out. If I did because they had to see, and I don't care about inviting a boyfriend to prom. Yeah, I didn't really care so much about that. I was just like, whatever. Because I just viewed like as an easy way to get more XP.
Resurgence of the traditional console platform. Like, it'll be a niche entirely dominated by Nintendo going forward. So with the Valve Steam Deck, there were a couple of angles I was looking at when it came to go to my thoughts on why it's already failed. Like, not going to fail, not like, oh, it's going to fail like a year from now, like after the hype downs out. No, it's already failed. And it's easy enough to just look at YouTube views or like online discussion boards and like retail sales and stuff like that, and like just really compare the two. I have a picture on Discord. I posted it there, and I was going to show it on stream, but I completely forgot. I completely forgot to get that set up. I have a picture on Discord regarding the
what?
Regarding a comparison between Switch OLED and the Valve Steam Deck, like first impression videos, right? Like huge deals, major hits, like the most popular content that a new piece of hardware will ever get, like a tech demonstration. What happens? The Switch OLED, a re-release of a console that already exists, a revision, far outstripped the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck, it feels like, going by these YouTube videos and these comments and like all the discussion I see online, the entire appeal seems to be this idea that it's going to be a gaming PC that will replace the Switch. Essentially, it's a bunch of people who hate Nintendo, who are trying to find a reason to criticize Nintendo, jumping on board with like this next shiny piece of hardware to try and say that Nintendo is doomed.
Wait, was she the girlfriend? I thought she was just like one of her friends. I mean, but that's the part of it too. Like, the story was so forgettable. Like, I get the thing of people not wanting to deal with that stuff. Like, to me, like, just I don't care. Like, if you care, fine. Like, I'm not gonna go and say, oh, you're dumb for thinking that. But for me, I'm just like I don't care. like if you do, fine. But I just, like, to me, the bigger complaint was just it didn't feel like a proper sequel. And the storyline was kind of blah. And I just expected more. It was like you rested too much on your laurels. You've already made this game twice.
This is really nothing more than the modern day equivalent of Nintendo is going to go third party, or Nintendo is only going to make handhelds going forward. Like, it's a delusional cope to deal with the fact that Nintendo is dominating the console sphere right now. The gaming community as a whole revolves around one concept: hating Nintendo. Right? That's the one unifying thing that ties every gaming YouTuber together, is just being overtly critical and judgmental of Nintendo. And so with the Steam Deck, these people suddenly have an opportunity to say that, like, oh man, look at this piece of hardware that's going to far outperform the Strip, hardware-wise, the Switch. It's going to far outperform the Switch hardware-wise and library-wise and like versatility-wise. Now, none of those things are going to be true.
What?
You lying sack of shit!
All those things are true. Literally, all those things are true. The only literally, the Steam Deck is superior to the Switch 1 in every way. I mean, I guess you make the argument that the Switch is thinner and has technically more advanced controls. But other than that, that's it. Like, literally, you can play Switch games on the deck, and they'll play better than they do on the Switch, because the deck is more powerful. The Switch was underpowered when it was released. When was it released? Like 2017, I think. And even for then, it was underpowered. And the deck came out years later, so it was already more powerful out of the gate. And the Steam OLED is far superior to the Switch OLED.
As Valve has already confirmed with the confirmation that not every Steam game is going to be playable on the Steam Deck, that emulators probably won't run as well as people think they might. You won't have
what?
Motion controls. You won't have access to all the features that make the Switch the dominant gaming platform right now. Like, the Steam Deck, when you get right down to it, is really nothing more than a cheap knockoff by a company that has consistently failed to release any kind of meaningful hardware in legit ever. I can't remember the last time Valve ever put out anything relevant hardware-wise, like every single time.
Well, I mean, okay. Like, prior to the Steam Deck, you could make that argument. I mean, yeah, I know they released those Steam OS gaming PCs, but those pretty much went nowhere because they were just glorified Linux PCs. But Valve learned a ton from that. Like, that was not just a complete failure. The real gains that they made were on the OS level, which then carried on to the Steam Deck. Like, they were Steam machines, that's what they were called. And they did things with like Alienware, and I think there was another one too. They had like OEM partners for it. Like, Valve was not manufacturing them, unlike what they're doing now with the deck. But pretty much the machine had to walk so the deck could run, or crawl to walk. You know how it goes.
Remember the Steam Box? Remember the VR headset they put out? Nobody does, because they failed and they didn't support.
What do you mean nobody remembers that? Oh yeah, I forgot about that though. Well, I mean, again, it kind of does. Someone makes his point. But no, the HTC Vive, that was... I guess you could say it's not a... Okay, fine. We'll give him that one. But, I mean, we're giving him, like... This is like the football team that goes 2-14. That's what this guy's doing right now. He's basically the Browns.
It, and they kind of rely on fans to keep it relevant within like a small dedicated niche. And like I said before, like, that dedicated niche isn't revolving around the love of games. It's revolving around the contempt and hatred for Nintendo. And the thing with that is, as we learned with PlayStation, you can't build your own brand around that ideology. You have to do something on your own accord. And unfortunately, the Steam Deck offers absolutely nothing of value.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
God, what a fucking retard. No wonder Review Tech makes fun of this guy. He's very easy. Like, it almost feels like, punching down or whatever. Let's see what else here. Dark Souls sucks and will always suck, in spite of what fanboys religiously believe. Oh, we gotta see this one. Dark Souls sucks. I'm not even a Souls fan, but again, it's one of those it's not you, it's me things. I'm just not good with them. And I have tried so many of them, even on stream. Let's see, I played Demon Souls, I played Dark Souls, I played Elden Ring, I played Bloodborne, I played Sekiro, I played Code Vein, I played Lies of P. So that's 7. I tried 7 different times. And after collecting all evidence, I have come to conclusion that they're just not for me. This should be good. Dark Souls sucks. Meanwhile, Mr. fucking Nintendo fanboy. Elden Ring is coming to the Switch too.
Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee, owner of BlackCatBooks.org and author of I, the Dragon, Cool and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, and King Dio. I do not like Dark Souls. Upon going through the game again, playing up through Orlando, really doing some deep lore video analysis, like looking at video content people have made, really going through like the nitty gritty, trying to figure out this game.
It's like, bro, if you're gonna make this, don't do it in your fucking pajamas. Like, literally, this has to be pajamas, right? Fucking Nintendo 64. Like, what room is this? Like, this is like some weird... Is he legit, like, living in his mom's basement? Like, look at this setup. Because you have all the, like, stuff up here. I mean, look, I'm not shitting on someone broadcasting from their basement. I mean, that's where I am right now. I'm in my basement. But I'd be like, it's a finished basement. And I don't have, like, a fucking... Like... See how he has the refrigerator, the forming grill. I think there's, like, a toaster thing in these cabinets. Like, this was like a living area. Like, under the thing. Like, I think he has, like, a fully furnished basement that he lives in.
Now, like, really spending a lot of time with it. It's actually one of my most played Switch games, actually. I don't like Dark Souls. I think it's pure shit, and I think people really need to stop calling it one of the best games of all time, because it really isn't. It's clunky, it's slow, it's unintuitive, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and I think, above all, there are games that do the whole fantasy thing better, right? Most notably, Zelda. Like if you like Dark Souls...
Bro, you can't compare Zelda to Dark Souls. You gotta be fucking kidding me. But continue. We may not even get to Wings today. I could binge all this shit.
Souls, like, why are you not playing Zelda instead? You know what I mean? Like, oh, but Dark Souls is harder. No, Dark Souls is unintuitive. There's a difference. Dark Souls just doesn't explain to you all these different status conditions, how equipment works, poise, like all this stuff that just kind of makes the game more complicated than it really needs to be. It's not really difficult. It's convoluted and obtuse and doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, you can argue...
I mean, I'm sure all of you in the audience can come up with better arguments against this convoluted mindset than I can. Like, that's kind of the thing. It doesn't hold your hand. A lot of it is you need to find out on your own. And if, God forbid, you just can't be bothered, just fucking go online. Just, put Dark Souls for beginners, and you'll find a half-hour video explaining everything you need to know. Or you can just say, fuck that, and learn on your own.
What I used to feel is that, like, you can argue, oh, that's what makes the game unique and cool. And that's one of the reasons I was, like, kind of defensive of it at first, when I was first starting to learn it. But, like, now that I understand it, now that I can beat the game, now that I have beat the game, actually, twice, now that I have, like, gone through the entire game, I can tell you, I don't care about the characters. I don't care about the world. I don't care for the combat. It's, once you know what you're doing, it is incredibly slow and boring. Unbelievably so, in fact. Like, there's no real appeal to the game once you figure out what you're doing. So it's not truly difficult in that regard, right? All you have to do is just figure out how to exploit it, and you're basically set. You're basically set to go through the entire thing all the way to the end. And, like, it tries throwing all this weird stuff at you. It doesn't matter very much. Like, after Outer Orlando, the game takes a big nosedive in quality. I think even hardcore fans agree with that. I don't find any aspect of it enjoyable, right? Like, I much prefer games with like smooth animations, like in-depth, complicated combat, and fast-paced action. Shit like Metroid Dread, stuff like Sin and Punishment, stuff like Star Fox 64, Ocarina.
Who is this? Welcome, Opes and Bango.
Hey now.
This is we basically found, thanks to Review Tech of all people, we found a Nintendo fanboy. Like someone who is, what the fuck, why is this not, sorry. Harmon Smith. And he is a massive Nintendo fanboy. Like, to a sick level.
Time stuff, all of that I think is way better than Dark Souls. And one of the things I've been feeling in recent years is, why would I ever bother playing anything other than those games? Because Zelda, alone, they're like, what, 18 Zelda games at this point? Like, there's a lot of games in that series that I have not returned to in a long, long time, particularly the handheld ones. Instead of playing Dark Souls, I could be playing Spirit Tracks.
Are you a detractor of this guy? I just found him. Quick story. I posted a thumbnail of Review Tech saying how it was a stupid thumbnail, and it had 3 faces on it, had this guy's face on it. Someone quote tweeted and said, "Why is Rich talking about this guy?" And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I just started looking and I saw, no, I mean, D specifically, kind of. I used to make a lot more content from him, not so much. I kind of diversified a bit. This is my first time here. Yeah, I mean, I made some, like, Detractors style content. Thanks, Pope. But I kind of like to point and laugh amongst various people, and we just found this guy.
Or the Oracle games, and having a way better...
I am actually working on another long-form DSP video about his recent Worst Games Ever marathon. Basically, I'm saying it is the worst games ever marathon ever. But I'm still, like, writing the script and getting the stuff together. It'll be out soon, though. And I'm also working on a song parody making fun of Review Tech.
Time, right? Like, I like those games a lot more than Dark Souls. Dark Souls, its entire appeal, I think, has nothing to do with the game. It has nothing to do with, like, the difficulty or anything like that. It's this idea that, like, oh man, beating Dark Souls, it makes you, like, a real gamer. That was the big thing that game journalists tried to push, like, a decade back, or in Gamergate, right? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to games. I can beat Dark Souls. I'm hardcore. No, like, because Dark Souls is different than other games. You can't really take what Dark Souls knowledge and apply it to something like, I don't know, Bad Kaido's Origins or The Wonderful 101, right? Those games are, for one thing, better, but...
I mean, I've never played The Wonderful 101. I don't see how you can compare that to Dark Souls.
They're also completely different, and, like, beating Dark Souls doesn't somehow make you, like, qualified to talk about other genres, right? Particularly Nintendo games. That's what I saw, like, 10 years ago when Dark Souls first came out. Oh man, Dark Souls, it's so much better than every Zelda game. Fuck off! You ignorant little shits. Dark Souls is irrelevant, it's dead, it's buried. Elden Ring will not be able to compete with Breath of the Wild. It's done.
Yeah. Okay, pal. So let's just do it. Well, that's not really a fit. Let me just see here. Let's go to Google again. I guess we can just pull it up. Well, I can. How many copies of Elden Ring sold? Elden Ring has sold over 30 million copies worldwide as of April 2025. And the expansion sold over 10 million copies.
Nobody cares about Dark Souls 2, 3, or Sekiro, or Bloodborne for that matter. And Elden Ring, I think, will be the last gasp of relevancy for this franchise, and From Software will be forced to actually come up with something new for once, which I don't think is even possible for them to do. How much longer is this going to go on? How much longer are people going to, like, keep like, eating up this repetitive nonsense, like, that's not well made, not well crafted, not visually interesting, not engaging, not well written, not very good mechanics, like Dark Souls, there's no... It's not a quality franchise. All right, but people have been so convinced that it is by YouTubers and just word of mouth. It's weirdly, it's annoying. You know, it is this never should have been like a major announcement at the end of any Nintendo Direct, right? Dark Souls is not that big of a deal. It's not something I want to return to ever again. I keep doing it for some reason just to see like what just to like keep my skills up, just so I can like say that like, yeah, I can't beat Dark Souls. I just choose not to because it's not fun.
What? You don't like playing it, but you like going back and beating it just so you can prove that you can? What the fuck sense does that make?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
I would like Dark Souls to kind of be acknowledged as being a fluke, right? It's not technically, mechanically a good game, but people are fanatically obsessed with it because, really, if you are not a Nintendo gamer, you have nothing else to play.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, whatever. Maybe we'll watch like one more, and then we'll watch a Wings thing. Gun to watch. Pretendo YouTubers try to convince fans that Metroid 5 Switch form. Elden Ring is boring. Jim Sterling begins his slide into irrelevancy. Well, saying that 4 years ago actually was somewhat pathetic. The Steam Deck is a complete abject failure. Okay, this should be good.
Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, King Dio, Lauren Frey, Grim Clover, Internet Blood Sports, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. So, Review Tech USA made an interesting statement on live stream yesterday evening, I believe it was. When did I watch this? It was like 4 or 5 o'clock. I have no idea.
What the fuck is that? Is that a PC right here? What the fuck is that? It looks like a really big, like, mag charger thing. What the fuck is that?
What it was. So I tune in for 5 seconds to ask him why he hates Nintendo so much. And he's talking about the Steam Deck, specifically the reality of the Steam Deck, specifically the fact that it can't run Halo Infinite at the frame rate that he wants. It's like under 30 FPS or something. He's calling it like unoptimized. He's saying it doesn't run well. He uninstalled Halo Infinite. Updates don't help. The game just seems completely unplayable on Steam Deck. At least that's like the gist of what I understood from him, of what I understood him to be saying. So this was a really interesting tidbit for me to hear because, first of all, this is Rich pulling back the curtain a little bit, talking a little bit about the problems of the Steam Deck, a platform that was supposedly going to be the next iPhone. Like that was ridiculous when he said it, but now
did he really say that? Admittedly, that is pretty stupid to say. And as much as I love the Steam Deck and feel that it has been a game changer, no pun intended, you really, compared to the Switch, it's like not even close in terms of like sales and success. Like, I don't think the Steam Deck, hold on. How many Steam Decks sold? Estimates vary. Roughly around 4. Okay, so between 4 and 8 million. So, I mean, compared to Nintendo, that's like a fucking drop in the bucket.
like seeing him, one of the big things, one of the big arguments in favor of the Steam Deck was that it was going to be able to play the games that the Switch would be too weak to handle. But with Halo Infinite not running well, confirmed to not be running well by a supposed tech expert at Review Tech USA, like that narrative is dead. And I'm well aware that's also the case.
Bro, you're gonna compare Halo Infinite to anything that runs on the Switch? Like, really? Have you seen Halo Infinite? I'm not saying it's a graphical powerhouse, but like, come on. The fucking Switch struggles with Breath of the Wild.
With like a wide variety of other games, especially those that are emulated. People who are saying that like they're emulating Switch games like before launch date are full of shit. You know, like
no, they're not. They were legit. They were able to emulate the new Metroid game, not the one coming out, but when they made that other one, the side-scrolling one, they were able to emulate it at like 4K and 60 FPS on the Steam Deck.
A lot of people are getting called out for this on 4chan. Like, I saw a comment the other day where someone, like, tried to start, like, a Steam Deck emulation thread. What are you decking? And then, like, somebody pointed out, like, why are you in the very first room of the game? Like, it becomes, like, readily obvious that it's not possible to get past, like, certain sections of the game, get past the first room, or the title screen even, without, like, the game crashing or, like, having some kind of stuttering or some major issues that make the experience not worthwhile at all and inferior to the legitimate Nintendo Switch version, right? Like, people don't want to admit this, but Nintendo Switch is superior to Steam Deck. And currently we're kind of in that, like, denial phase, I think, where, like, steampunks, the Deckers, or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves now, like, they are in complete denial about the fact that the Steam Deck is a failure. Sales aren't impressive. Software retention isn't impressive. Its library is not impressive. It can't play...
What are you basing this off of? You're just saying shit. You're not basing this off of anything. What do you mean the library isn't impressive? Fucking... whatever. And the thing it's not good for emulation, like, bro. I mean, to only use the Steam Deck for emulation is a pretty stupid idea. Especially if all you care about is, like, first through 5th generation. Because you can easily get stuff that's like half the price that can do it like just as well. But it's one of the things that can do very well. Like if you're doing that as well as playing games locally, it's great. Like that's the thing, it can do like everything. It can do cloud, it can do local, it can do emulation. Can it do modern games that well? Depends. But I mean, fuck, I can play Marvel Rivals on it.
All the games on Steam. And I think that's a really big thing. That, like, the Steam Deck, a platform that was supposed to be like a handheld gaming PC that can play every Steam game on the go, cannot run everything on Steam. You're not even getting into like the emulation or like the piracy or any of the weird shit people are doing. No, like you will not be able to play every game that's on Steam on your Steam Deck. And I think that's like downright pathetic.
Nobody ever said that they could. Damn it, can't find my keys. That sucks, Aaron. Like, obviously, you're running Linux. I mean, not even all the games on Steam can be run on Windows. Like, a bunch of them are old. Like, so that's stupid. Like, even all the games on Steam don't, like, run on Steam. You know what I mean? It's OS and hardware dependent. It's not like a fucking console. God, this guy's dumb.
Like, really? Valve couldn't have released a console, a platform that could run everything currently on Steam? I don't understand what was the logic in that. And
oh, Jesus Christ, this guy's fucking retarded. Good lord.
I also don't understand why it's not something that's like become controversial in the community, because it is true. It is like the reality of the situation.
It's not controversial because what you're saying is stupid. Why are we watching this?
Steam Deck cannot compete with Nintendo Switch. It doesn't have like the capacity to run emulators or to like run the big AAA games. There's no reason to own one over a much more affordable Nintendo Switch with its own exclusive lineup of games. There's no reason to own a.
What do you mean a much more affordable? Like, the deck is not much more expensive. I mean, even back then, the deck wasn't much more expensive.
Steam Deck, like, if you need to play Steam, like your ideal choice would be your own gaming PC. Like the Steam Deck from the get-go seemed like a piece of hardware that was designed to like annoy Nintendo fans, right? Like that's kind of what this all boils down to, is that like PC gamers were salty that like Nintendo fans were like going out, meeting girls with their Switches, and while they stayed home and jacked off the hentai, whatever, on their like $2,000 gaming rigs, right? Like,
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
I can't add anything more than what that sound clip just said.
they were jealous. They were salty. So they just really tried to hype this thing up, try to meme it into relevancy, and it just didn't work. And that it's kind of curious to me because it really does feel like PC gaming, the steampunks, like they are like a dying breed. I don't understand why anyone would pay for a game on Steam when you could like get a proper copy on Nintendo Switch. You have the option for like physical, you have like more versatility, you have like better variety of choice, like a selection of games. Like there was.
Yeah, you have more versatility buying something on Nintendo than on Steam.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
There's no reason, really, to prefer PC over Switch unless you're a blind, dedicated Valve fanboy.
Good lord. Yeah, I can only deal with so much retardation. Let's end on One Wing's video. I don't know if we're gonna delve too much more into that guy. Because like his stuff is just, he's kind of like the otaku. You can only like take like small bits or have like in like small sessions. Let's check out this one.
Why are you guys so obsessed with comics? Like honestly, I feel scared, elated, anxious. This guy's sleeping on. Yeah. You boy out here like a bunch of animals like Noah's Ark. A rapper so ill, my flow just stole Jehovah's heart. I pissed to break a fucking boulder in half. When I was young, I slapped a stick up of your shoulder and laugh. I chosen my path, spoke on my emotional wrath, spoke on water houses, how the ocean is vast. My flow is too fast, you can't contend with me there. It's gonna be a massacre like Tiananmen Square. My pen is prepared, so is my guns and my swords. And death the only thing you get for fucking with lords. Stuck in some wars and I fought my way out. The right trash double dog with the words caught in your mouth, I'm calling you out. Anybody who fuck with my fam. What's the donation goal tonight? $14 billion. You thought Dark Souls was a lot more complicated? There's nuances to it. There's nuances to it. In prayer streams, so can you brute force the stuff with enough levels and a big enough bonking stick? 100% you can. Right? And that's how most people experience it. Eric Ferguson, long time no see. Missed this last year's streams. How are you liking Battlefield?
I love how we went from a Dark Souls hater to like a major Dark Souls glazer.
6. I like it, but it's a love-hate relationship. I feel like the game's in a bad spot right now. And the current launch of the game isn't a good build of the game. I'm sure there's a good game hidden there somewhere, but the game that they have right now is not in a good spot. I've concluded that with 80 hours. And this isn't just me like, oh, you're just upset because you're bad, sad because bad kind of shit. I had this style ever since I was a child. I got this other style I ain't flipped in a while. It goes pure scientific intelligence. And when you're fucking with elements, your bags of talking shit, yo, use irrelevant. If I'd heat one member of the LCU, who would it be and what dipping sauce would I use with them? Well, that question is like, how hungry am I? Right? Because like the obvious answer for like just sheer volume is Billy, because Billy is marinated. He's already got like a whiskey rice flavor to him. There's a lot of him to eat. What? And most of it is going to be kind of tender, right? Because he doesn't have a whole lot of lean muscle. Am I a flat earther? No. I don't think anybody should be a flat earther. Motherfuckers that believe in a flat earth also believe in smooth brains. No, I'm probably not going to crack 500 pounds. I'm currently 338.
Really?
I built a home theater. I built a home theater in my house December of last year, right? So about 10 months ago. The TV I picked to be the centerpiece of my home theater was a Samsung S90D. At the time, it was the king of OLEDs, right? I bought a 77-inch Samsung S90D.
Good
and
lord.
It was the highest rated TV. It's the one everybody liked.
Hold on one sec. Let's see how much this thing costs. Samsung S90D. 77-inch. Well, okay, so on Samsung.com, it's currently 1,800, but it says was 3,700. God damn. I mean, even 2K is fucking crazy. It only has 4 out of 5 stars. I mean, not that that's necessarily bad, but it has like 859 5s and 212 1s. Like, it shouldn't be the case where, like, there's always an issue where the top 2 values are 5 and 1. It really should be like 5, 4, 3. Like, 4 should ideally be the second most. 1 or being the second most ain't good.
Looks amazing. I've never been disappointed in the TV, except with the interface. But the interface I could fix by getting Apple TV, right? So I got Apple TV, 4K 120, OLED, 77-inch, good TV. I have a Klitsch like sound system that goes with it, subwoofers and everything, right? So I have my stuff up. I sit down, frustrated with life, and my amplifier for my AB unit turns on. TV does not.
Uh-oh.
So come to think out, this particular model of Samsung TV has a power supply issue. Luckily for me, the TV's under warranty, but the guy to look at the TV won't be here until like 2 weeks from now. So currently without a TV, so I can't watch the World Series. What are you thinking for this build? I have no.
But you only have one TV in your whole house? God damn. Hold on, excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I mean, I have a LG OLED. I think it's a C2. It's something like that. I probably have the model number wrong. But this thing, I think, was like 1200. It's a 48 inches. I mean, I fucking love this thing. The color and stuff on it is great. I wish Plasma hadn't died. I still have a Panasonic Plasma upstairs. This TV is older than my fucking marriage. It's that old. Well, I mean, it's the fact that it's a Plasma TV should tell you how fucking old it is. The picture still looks fantastic. I mean, does it look as good as probably a high-grade OLED? No. But it looks definitely better than the majority of regular HD LCDs out there. The blacks are still looking great. Boy, that's a weird thing to take out of context. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, there was a time when Plasma was by far the superior viewing experience. But just the technology can only go so far in terms of, like, size and portability. I mean, it's a 50-incher, and the TV weighs like fucking like 80 pounds. Like, it has like built-in handles because it's so heavy. I mean, meanwhile, you can get an OLED, weighs half of that, and is like a fifth of the width. But like I said, it's a Plasma, and it's still working fine. Not even any burn-in.
Blue. I'm just playing to play. I am just playing to play. Like, I'm just here chilling. Can I stream Hell Let Loose? I mean, I don't own the game. Maybe if it goes on sale one day. It's only $30 and fun and dedicated voice comms.
Yeah, I have 3 TVs. This one down here, which I use for my gaming and stuff. Then the Plasma in the living room, which is kind of a main one if we all want to watch something together. And also my Series S set up to it, along with Fire Stick. And then in my bedroom, I have an old 48-inch LG LCD, which I got when I moved into the house back in 2012. And that thing is actually a 3D TV. Remember those things? It's a 3D TV, and I still have like the glasses and shit for it.
Maybe. Problem is, I'd have nobody to play it with. I can barely get people to play Battlefield 6 with me. Mr. Wings! Is it true it's very difficult to coordinate with you at Collab with DSP? Did you ghost him again? I have not ghosted him. The Phil thing is on. It is going to be 12 Pacific, 3 p.m. our Eastern Coast. Me and Darkside Phil on the Level 1 podcast. How much time for me do you play Hell Let Loose tonight? Hey, I'll put it this way. If you bought the game, I'll play it tonight. But to buy the game, it's not going to be 30. Right? Because I don't get the entire 30. So, like, it'd be like let's just call it 40. It's going to be a little less than 40, but let's just call it 40. Because YouTube takes 30%. And then Uncle Sam takes his 22%.
Can we get a first kiss story? I got a better story than a first kiss story, but like, I'm trying to think of like, who was my first kiss?
You don't remember?
I know the first girl I took on a date. No. She didn't. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. My first girlfriend is what passed away already. Which is funny, because like a lot of girls I used to date have died, right? Not a very good track record of majority.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that. Can't find my damn car keys. Well, you know where, well, obviously, if you knew where you put them last, you wouldn't be looking for them.
So far.
You always got to put them, like, in the same place.
Kelly was not my first kiss. Kelly was, I think, my 5th major relationship. And a curse cop. Well, one had heart failure. Another was given some type of, like, laced marijuana. One died.
Good lord. Laced marijuana.
Of cervix cancer. I think that's the 3rd.
God.
Another one. I guess there's Katie. Well, the other Katie. And one died in a car wreck.
Wings of you.
Jesus Christ. Good lord. None of, well, I mean, I can't speak for what all my exes are doing. I'm pretty sure they're all still alive. And doing somewhat well, except for one who got her kids taken away. Like, yeah, talk about fucking dodging a bullet right there. God, thank God I didn't get too committed with her. She was my first, though, so, you know, chances of that happening were slim. But, like, goddamn, you have to be really bad. You have to truly fuck up for, as a mother, to lose your children. You know what I mean? Like, that's another level.
Train, do you think you could do a backflip or front flip? Motherfucker, if I trained, I wouldn't be as miserable fuck as I am. But no, I couldn't. I don't trust myself enough to do a backflip or front flip. I'm like, I have that turtle syndrome where like if I fall on my back, I can't get up. I've been trying to let you know about this game for a while. This is Thursday. Just join the lobby. No Discord needed. Wings, please be my friend. All right, we'll get the game, man. We'll get the game. Thank you, Balls. Thank you so much. Let me finish up Vort here, and we'll buy the game. Matter of fact, we could buy the game right now. Let me go full screen. I don't remember what the PlayStation Store looks like when it comes to buying games, because you know your boy Jordan don't buy games. Actually, last games I bought was like Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7 at the same time.
You bought Black Ops 7 already?
Oh, it's on sale too. You want me to get the base game, right? Because there's Hell Let Loose base game, and there's also Hell Let Loose Vietnam, which I haven't announced. But the game's on sale for $19.99. All right, let's go play Hell Let Loose.
Ah.
All right. They got fucking Kyle Schwarber on the front cover here. Oh, it's fucking Unreal Engine. You know what that means? It means the aim's gonna be floaty as fuck. Anytime they're not using a Quake engine, it's gonna be a pile of shit. How do I booty slide? How do I booty slide? I don't even know what it wants me to do. Let's just leave practice range. Let's jump into the deep end here.
Sure, why not?
Survival and victory. Where's my fucking unit at? Where's the fight at? Like, this is Battlefield 6. I've been dead 6 times already. All right, here's Helen Keller. I'm probably gonna be a fool following Helen Keller into battle, but like, let's go meet Helen Keller. Hopefully he knows where he's going. No. Everybody says, oh, this is a great game. I'm giving it a shot. Giving it a shot. I haven't seen the greatness yet. I don't know what any of my teammates are. How long have I suffered from obesity? My entire life.
I can believe that.
I prefer meatloaf over ribs.
What? Does anyone prefer meatloaf over ribs? Nah.
Okay. I mean, I'm also supposed to be having like some level of fun. There's no fun to be found so far. That's a waste of money. Sorry, Paulson. No streamer protection modes. It's very hard to play. Very floaty aim. Not a very fun game. Not a very fun game.
Well, at least you tried it. Back to Dark Soul.
Oh, fucking died.
This stream's going great.
I think what's hurt Bongo the most was that he got heartworms, and then we did the fast kill treatment on him. He's never really looked the same after we did the fast kill treatment on him. Like,
wait, how did he get heartwormed? Were you not giving him his meds? Like, what dogs get heartworms nowadays? I mean, do I just not know enough? Like, no, I know heartworm is a very real thing dogs can get. That's why you give them Heart Guard. You give them one pill or chewable a month, and it kills the heartworm. And even so, like, or at least I've heard this the case, not that you should do this, but like if you miss a dose or two, like you're going to be okay. It's not like, oh, you miss 1 month and you got to fucking take him to the vet immediately. Like, how does your dog get heartworm now?
It took I think years off of his life.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I did not want to hear that.
What's the next platinum going to be? Probably this. Labyrinth of the Demon King.
I never even heard of that.
Okay, the tactics done.
Guys, make me tired. No, this will be the last video.
You guys want me
though.
to play Battlefield 6?
My God.
Why do coins have ridges? It's a part of the machining process.
It's actually not true.
What's it true about it?
The Jewish people that used to cut off part of coins. And
Are you making shit up right now?
to make money.
It really
off.
sounds like he is.
I'm not, I swear to God. I swear to God. That's the theory. Why they're challenging.
Wings, if elected, will you subsidize Wendy's chili for low-income families? Hell yes.
Mario said someone's sending pizza to your house. I don't know what that means.
Hey, as long as it's paid for.
All right. Mario's saying they were sending pizzas to his house.
Pistol only, boy. Let's go.
His house?
Alright, pistol only? It's gonna like run out of ammo and someone's running at you in your face.
Yeah, after you took.
You remember in I forget which Call of Duty was.
Like no.
I've lost 100 viewers since I quit playing Dark Souls. Like, Battlefield is it struggles so hard streaming. It's ridiculous. Like, it's not even fun. Look at that shit, dog. What? Is it suppression? Is vitamins and minerals? Is like I just helped his aim at. Dog. Fuck. This game makes me want to get off it every time I play it. It's like right now. It's so fun. This is not fun at all. I'm leaving. Let's go to another game. It's like, good lord.
Breakthrough is never breakthrough is a migraine building up. Like it's just awful.
Oh, I should stay down.
Yeah, I don't know why I picked you up there.
No, the fucking dude, the blueberry medics, they either don't res you or res you at the worst fucking times.
That's it for me. No donations during battle. Looks like this stream's getting deleted.
What a way to end it. Look how much bigger Kelly used to be. Good lord. Well. Well, that was fun. Yeah, the Hartman Smith stuff was fucking something else. If so made a badass PC for Dragon Ball. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, that was it's amazing just how retarded some of his takes were. Well, I mean some. Well, he made he stumbled onto a few okay points, but for the most part they were just so dumb. Anyways, thanks everyone for stopping by. So the next stuff, I'll be doing something on Tuesday. I'm not sure what yet. Let's raid Broken Mailman. Hadn't read him in a while. He's got a hype train going, so what the fuck? Do him, and on the YouTube side, guess we can do. Guess we'll jump on Raw Phil, even though he's not live yet. Will be soon though. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Tuesday I'll do something. Wednesday maybe. Still working on the DSP long form video. Working on a good, well, at least I think it's a good review tech song parody. So stay tuned, folks. I will see you all next time. Peace.
We're still getting bits from